You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Genevieve and this is my little boy George, and on this channel we film about motherhood, my ever-evolving journey of motherhood. Today I really wanted to talk about what I wish I'd have known before I had George. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is how much I really took for granted before I had George. So in particular, free time, the choice to do what I wanted when I wanted, and how I didn't make the most of the season of life that I was already in. When you're pregnant, all you really want to focus on is what you're buying, all the things you need for your baby, and that you can't wait to meet your baby. You're excited about this new chapter in your life, and you're sort of overlooking the season of life you're really in. What I would suggest is that you really make the most of all your free time with your partner, doing what you want when you want, being able to go out at the drop of a hat. And yeah, I just recommend making the most of that time before you have your little one. So another thing I wish I'd have known more about was how little everything else matters, and how certain things in life you no longer worry or care about. So in particular, I used to worry about what people thought of me, whether they liked me or not, what people's first impression of me was, and now that all goes out the window. I don't care really. I mean, it's not to say I don't care about what I look like and sort of how I present myself, but I no longer care really if people don't like me or not, or if they think I'm strange or weird, which I know I am a little bit weird a lot of the time, but aren't we all really? But it's something that I don't really care about anymore, because the most important thing to you is this little life, and they don't care what you look like or if you're weird or not. He just cares that I'm here. I really regret not taking more pictures of my bump. So any mums out there that are currently pregnant, take lots of pictures of your bump. I didn't really take that many because I didn't like the way my body looked and how it was changing. It's perfectly normal. That is a completely normal thing to go through, but I wish I'd have taken more pictures week by week, like seeing the change of my bump and seeing how my body changes, because it is an amazing thing. I've literally got a couple of pictures of me with George in my tummy, and I really wish I'd have taken more pictures as my pregnancy progressed. So just make sure you take lots of pictures of your bump. Another thing I wish I'd have known more about or prepared for was how hard breastfeeding would be. So unfortunately I tried my hardest with George to breastfeed, but it just didn't work out. He had what's called silent reflux. I wish I'd have known more about the signs of silent reflux and how to overcome it with breastfeeding. Put more effort into researching it instead of just thinking, oh well, if I breastfeed, you know, it'll all be fine. But unfortunately, at the right position, he'd get the right latch, but then he would just scream. It was like he would scream in agony, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'd have this overwhelming sense of guilt when I'd give up and just give him a bottle. You know, looking back on it now, I learned a lot. If I was to have another baby, I would really give it a good go. But like, what also didn't help was the fact we were in lockdown, so I didn't have any physical support from a midwife or a breastfeeding consultant. I bottle fed, and you know, that's absolutely fine. You know, I just wanted to make sure he was fed, and even though I do feel some sense of disappointment that I couldn't breastfeed, I don't regret it. Like, it is what it is, and at the time that's how we learnt to deal with, you know, getting George fed. Another thing I wish I'd known about is how painful contractions really are. I had a vision that I would be able to cope with the contractions, that I had a really good pain threshold. Your girl had a terrible pain threshold. It's bad. It's not good, okay? I discovered that when I had contractions. They are a whole world of pain, and every single pregnancy, every labour is completely different, and every woman's body feels contractions in a completely different way to the other. Your other mum might be like, oh, it's a breeze, 13 hours labour, baby popped out. Me, I had to have all the drugs, epidural. George wasn't happy, and I ended up having an emergency C-section. I just wish I'd have known more about what those contractions would really feel like, how I could really deal with them, learn from other mums. I was induced, so it is well known that contractions can be a lot more intense. I wish I'd developed more coping mechanisms with that. I wish I'd gone to more of the prenatal classes, which I didn't. So maybe if any new mums out there, you're pregnant and you're anticipating labour, go book a prenatal class and go take it, and make your partner take it as well, because we didn't do it, and Tom was an absolute mess. He wasn't coping well with it, seeing me in pain. Oh no, you're having a poo? Another thing I wish I'd have known about or not bothered with were the baby books. So they are useful. You can read a lot of information about them, about routine and stuff like that. Unfortunately, babies don't read the baby books. Babies are all different, and what you expect from a baby book is not what you get in reality. Just bear that in mind when you are buying these baby books. I actually bought the Holly Willoughby baby book, and there was a lot of stuff in there that was helpful. The routine stuff, there is no routine when they're a newborn. Routine does not exist. I would just feed him when he was hungry, and you just know those cues when your baby arrives. You have this innate instinct within you that just can tell. It's almost like you have developed a language for your baby's cries. You just know from a cry whether they're hungry or they've got a dirty nappy. Those baby books, by all means get them. Do your research. It's a nice little read, especially for the men out there who want to know, get more involved, because obviously you're not pregnant, so you don't have that advantage. But the baby books, they do not apply to your baby, so just bear that in mind. Don't take it as gospel. I hope you enjoyed today's video, just a little chatty video about how things can differ from reality, and I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe to this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Say bye bye. Have you had a poo? Have you had a poo poo? Stinky.
Feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. Things turn around, didn't ever think they could. I'm done with the bad, I need a little bit of good. Settled in the world, like everything is new. Stepped on a path that led me straight to you. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel much as I know it should.